I'm excited. I, I don't know about everybody else, but I'm really excited. Not only did it actually put opportunities in place to kind of bring teachers up to par, you know how many school districts have been behind because they may have teachers that's not adapt to the technology, and it's hard to be able to kind of get them to understand how important it is. Now it's not longer, we're no longer second guessing it, but we're showing, hey, we have no choice. The kids are at home. It's we for a long time, I feel like schools, include myself included, we've been telling kids where we desire for them to be instead of meeting them where they are. And they're the technological society. So in a sense, they're helping us evolve just as well as we're helping them evolve. And I think it's amazing.
Yes, my whole administrative team has said that this has kind of dragged people into the 21st, 22nd century, because there were people that, yeah, that's great, you have that software, but we'll get to it when we get to it. And although you offered PD, they might have gone to the PD, but they never used it. So that we're excited for that too. It's also caused us to think out of the box as well, because we have thick classes like robotics. So we're like, well, if all the kids can't come in and touch the robots, what are we going to do? You know, those type of things. So it also has caused us as an administrators to think outside the box and expand what we were thinking in the past as well.
I agree.
Go ahead, Craig.
I was going to say, just even from a staff perspective, how many virtual meetings have you been on? I mean, you know, on and on and on, right? So it's changed the whole way that teams are working together as well. From that perspective, now it's much easier and more comfortable for them to fire up a virtual meeting and talk about this particular situation in my class and be able to deal with that real quick. So that has been a big change. It's been a very positive thing out of this too. So.
I think it's been a huge boost for staff collaboration too, because I know we're seeing more collaboration across the buildings as teachers discover new things. I haven't seen our integration specialist in like 6 weeks now, so you know I hope he's still out there somewhere. But I know
that's a good sign.
That's right. He's probably the most in demand. He's probably the most in demand person. But you know, the technology aspect of it, I feel like has been interesting. And so we've been in session for about 6 weeks now, and so kind of have a little traction, I think, underneath our belt. But you know, we have a hybrid model, an in-school model, and a full virtual model. So adapting the technology to that has been interesting, and it's constantly changing for our teachers too. You know, our secondary students are utilizing an A/B schedule, so teachers are always kind of, you know, having to prepare to make that shift between, you know, who's at home, who's virtual, who's going to be physically present on that day. But really, you know, I feel like it's made the whole boat float a little higher as far as technology. You know, stuff that kind of like was said in one of the earlier questions. You know, we say it, no one listens to us, right? But when it comes from an administrator, it comes from, you know, teacher to teacher, it's far more impactful, and it's been a great thing to see that.
What we found this week was, which is another positive, we had 3 weeks of total virtual for the whole district, and then this week we started hybrid. But especially our younger kids that you sometimes have, they're crying, I don't want to leave mom. They knew their teacher already. They knew their teacher through the computer, but they when they walked into school, they recognized their teacher. And so the anxiousness of, this is the first time I'm going to meet this teacher, this first time I'm going to meet my classmates. They already saw their classmates online. They already saw their teacher online. And so that was something that we found interesting, that we said, you know, even if we go back to the regular school, in the summer, we probably do these virtual meetings to let the students get used to their teachers, get to know their classmates even before school starts.
Yeah, I think hybrid is the new coming sector to come. You think about it, college has been doing it for so long. And I realized when this happened, us in K-12 was looking at it like it was something new. I'm like, no, reach out to your collegiate people and say, how have you been doing this? And I think the hardest part for us is being able to go to other peers and say, hey, I need some assistance or I need some help. And I think it's really, really important as we evolve and we learn how we can grow, we grow collectively, because the kids are all of ours. I don't care where they are, they're all of ours.